Do you eat spinach and bleed from your eyes? Of course you don't. That's why I'm the health guru, not you. I have 2 people to help right now, if you don't mind. They're curious about what I know. I know the truth. I'm the guru. So if you ever have a question, post it on down below. I think I'm going to limit them to 2. I used to do 5, and they were all over the place, and I never know what to title the video. Even this doing 2 is kind of stupid, but at least it's just 2 different things. If you get bored of the one subject, we're moving on to another. First one's about oxalates. Huh? Can you do a video on oxalates and what you think? Do we need to call the Veggie Police to do an investigation, or should we call the VBI? Don't quit your day job, as it might be more serious crime against our kidneys. Vegetable Bureau of Intelligence. I don't possess any. So here's the deal with oxalates. They are a thing. Some people suffer with them. Some don't notice them at all. The funny thing is, if you eat like a bunch of spinach, there's tons of people healing by doing that. But others, they're experiencing some type of symptom, and then it's like, oh, it's the oxalate. It could be for some. It's just a thing that's in plants, and some people cannot eliminate them properly. But the strange thing is, when you go on a carnivore diet that has no oxalates, a lot of carnivores complain about oxalate dumping. I do believe you're just creating oxalates because we create them. That's the weirdest thing about this whole thing. They are an essential part of something. I don't know why we do it, but everybody's on the internet fear-mongering like, oh my God, oxalate, look, it's a crystal. Have you seen them under a microscope? It's stabby. The body knows what to do with them. It creates them. And carnivores, you need calcium to buffer the oxalates. And when you go carnivore, you have almost no calcium unless you're eating dairy. Most of them aren't, though. You're sensitive to it, you lactose tootin' bitch. So it's like, you go no calcium and no oxalate, but you're producing the oxalates, and now you have no way of buffering them. And then you experience symptoms of oxalate overload, and you're coming to the conclusion wrongly that you're dumping previous oxalates that were stored in your body. No, that's not how it works. You're creating new ones and you have no way to buffer them. So eat some calcium and you'll notice your symptoms go away, most likely. Just try to get a low oxalate version of a calcium thing. Eat your eggshells, you freaky egg bitch, and then you'll be fine. But I'm with you on the suffering. I've been through so many eye issues. Lately, I've had like pink eye for 2 months straight, and it'll start getting better and then come back. Better, come back. Still haven't figured that one out. I thought it was my glasses, because I would like wear glasses to hide them, even though they were clear lenses. I'd be like, they're somewhat distracting. And I thought, because I have super long eyelashes, they're touching the frame and then reinfecting myself. So I started washing my glasses every time I wore them. That didn't seem to help. And then now it seems to have gone away. But like, I don't know, it's still slightly red on just this one corner. And it's like, is that oxalates? Am I burning inside? Do I have AIDS? But that's the age we live in right now. We're self-diagnosing. We're looking on the internet, which is full of lies, truth, misdirection. All 3, you have to weave your way through this minefield. And then we come to some other people who are saying like, oh, it's oxalate dumping, but they have no idea. There's no science that shows oxalate dumping is a thing, or that we store large amounts in our tissues for later release. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just weary. I do not eat a whack load of spinach or beets, like super high stuff, but I take in oxalates all the time. I'm fine with it. But like, so far, like, I'm not getting styes. Hopefully that doesn't happen ever again. I hate that so much. I bought a little heating pad for my eyes. It was a carnivore doctor that recommended them. And it's like, it'll bring the sty out. So just in case, I have one. I did use it on my last sty. It seemed to help. It drained before fully forming into a lump. So like, that's cool that I don't have eye lumps right now. But just be wary. Do your due diligence and don't just trust every fanatic on the internet who say, oh, oxalates are killing you, bro. As for our second question, Casey, I recently found out that I am at high risk of stroke. In the last few weeks, I've had several mini strokes. What kind of balanced diet would you recommend to get healthier and eat relatively well? This is where you should go somewhere else. Like, don't go on the internet and asking a comedy goofball, what diet should I eat to save my life? I'm about to die, type of thing. Like, I have ideas. I've heard, like, the only diet to reverse heart disease and strokes is a low-fat, plant-based whole foods diet. So, like, we've all heard that. Look into Caldwell Esselstyn. He's done a bunch of work. So, grains, fruits, veggies, beans. Stop there. The odd egg might kill you. I'm eating them. I don't have strokes that I know of. I don't smell burnt toast around here. I say things that my brain doesn't fully form the sentence, and so I'm definitely having mini strokes during each video, but for the most part, I'm stroke-free for the last 17 seconds. But if it's me, I'm lowering the fat in my diet massively. I already do that. The only fat I consume is what's in grains, beans, vegetables, which is not much, but it is some, definitely. It's still over 10% fat just eating like that. And then the odd egg does enter my life. But for you, it should probably not be eggs. If you eat animal products, it might be fish, just sardines, the highest omega-3 to lowest mercury fish you could get. And then just follow these people, the vegan doctor gurus. They know best for strokes. Too much fat, I've just seen it happen. The lady who wrote, eat fat to lose fat, she died of a stroke. So, like, she was 80s, so most of us are dead before her probably, but kind of think that did not help her stroke having abilities, eating so much saturated fat. So calm down on it. I remember OK Raw's video many years ago interviewing the vegan who had a stroke. He was all up in that olive oil and who knows what he was doing, but he had a stroke. I think it's caused by too much fat, but there's many different causes, especially in today's modern world where people are doing stuff to your arms and oh no. So many of these answers, questions that we have are like, how come they died? You have to ask, did they go somewhere? And were they a hero by saving the world by doing this? Do the responsible thing. Die early. So there will be less people with that certain disease. See, it's going down because they all died after getting that thing. I've said too much. I must leave now. I'm going to a better place. So thank you for watching the video and thumbing it up, of course. You could thumb down the video if you induce strokes daily because they lower blood pressure. That's one way. It's a controversial path at best, but like, don't listen to that guy. Sure, he wrote a book. He's like, just induce a stroke. Have butter on toast and then wash it down with lard, and it's a path, but it's the wrong path, and you knew it. You knew it immediately, so stop it. Stop doing these things. It's a fad diet. I will have no more of it. Bitcoin can be thrown at me after you subscribe for more.